guys, Friday the 10th of October is World Mental Health Awareness Day, and here at St. Andrews on Friday we are celebrating Hello Yellow Friday. And this is a day just to take the opportunity to let everybody know that we are there for each other and we care about each other. It's been a funny year, guys. We started off the year at school and everything was normal and the way we were used to. And then all of a sudden COVID came and things changed overnight. We went into lockdown. We didn't get to say bye to our friends or our teachers, and we were at home for a really, really long time. And that was hard on all of us. We've come back to school and we're really happy to be back at school. But things are still different. We have to wear masks. We have to stay in our bubbles. Our teachers wear their masks. So things aren't really the same. And again, this has been difficult. You guys have been really, really good. You guys have taken up the challenge and you've come and you're being positive. But I know that it's hard and that sometimes we have worries and we have fears. And Hello Yellow Friday is just a way to be there for each other, to check up on a friend, to say, how are you doing to somebody else? All right, your teachers have sent you messages and some children have sent you messages as well, just to let you know that we are in this together and we are there for each other and we care. Bye.
During the pandemic, so much has changed for so many people. In so many parts of our lives, we have felt so many feelings.
When I feel the world has been unkind or is getting me down, I come and spend time in my garden with my flowers, and I feel so much happier again to see all of these beautiful things growing around me. And this little poppy always puts a smile back on my face.
How do I take care of myself? Well, if I'm feeling really tired and like I need a good rest, I like to go to bed really early and read a book and have a good long sleep. That always makes me feel better. Or sometimes I talk to my family members and they can give me some good advice if I'm worried about something. They cheer me up.
There are some things that I like to do to make sure that my mental health is good and to cheer myself up and to know that things are going to be okay. To bring a bit of colour, I make sure that I drink enough water throughout the day. I drink one whole big bottle of water at least to make me feel better. I also like to read a good book. That makes me feel better too. Take some time out for myself. And one of the most important things I like to do is to spend time with my family. Getting lots of cuddles and kisses and spending time together makes me feel good.
But it's okay to let yourself feel sad at times, but talking to someone might help. Sometimes sharing your feelings makes you feel better. So when I'm sad, I usually pray or talk to someone that is very close to me.
A good cup of tea and playing with my 4 dogs calms me down. Also, watching my children play, that helps me calm down. And chatting to my friends and reading a really good book.
When I go back home, I make sure to chat with my kids so that I feel happy.
I take care of myself by going for a walk. Being out in nature really helps me to feel better. And just taking a little bit of time to enjoy the nature around me. Take time to smell the roses.
I usually either read a book or I write music or I sing, loads of singing, that usually helps me. Or sometimes I just like to go for a walk, a workout, a real sweat gets me calm and actually teaching because I love the children and they always put me in a good mood, so yeah.
No matter how I'm feeling, I love to hang out with my dogs. I've got 4 dogs. Brian, Adrian, Ruby and Teddy.
Well, I look after my own well-being in 2 ways. One at the beginning of the day and one at the end of the day. 2 main ways that I can think of. And at the beginning of the day, I always try to have some exercise because it makes my brain a little bit sharper, a little bit clearer for the day. And then, of course, at the end of the day, I like to relax. So quite often I'll sit and watch some TV at the end of the day. And that both of those things at the beginning and the end of the day help to keep my well-being in order.
I like to pray.
also for fruits and vegetables to keep me going.
To sing or listen to my favorite music, and that makes me feel so much better.
So one of the things I do is I keep a diary where I write down all my feelings, and I write down how I'm feeling or everything that's going well. And sometimes when I'm feeling sad, I write down why I'm feeling sad, and I have a special purple sparkly pen because glitter always makes me feel better. I also have a special mug that I have a nice warm cup of tea in, and I have a tea with a friend or an adult that I trust, and we have a chat because talking sometimes really helps, and they sometimes give me some good advice. So it's great if you have someone you can talk to over a cup of hot chocolate or a cup of tea, because that always makes you feel better. Sometimes if we don't feel like talking, or if you enjoy painting or art, then I also really enjoy doing my well-being colouring in book, which has beautiful patterns, and I have my special colouring pencils, and I just sit, listen to some music, and I colour in for an hour or so until I feel a little bit better and ready to face everything again.
I usually just want a cuddle from my son or my daughters, and it makes me feel all better.
Myself, I make sure that I put time aside to do things that are good for me and that make me feel better, and usually that's things that don't involve a lot of thinking. I love to cook, and cooking is me using my hands and just putting something together that smells good and tastes great later on. I love to bang some drums to get rid of some nervous energy sometimes, and sometimes I just love to swim or just lie down with some headphones on and stick some music on. A bit of you time and self-love I think is really good, so that's what I do to look after myself.
Going to the gym for aerobics just to keep my body and soul together. Going for a walk with my music on, and also hang out with my friends and family. Yeah.
Calling my daughters or WhatsApping on a very regular basis just to take care of them and to take care of myself.
At work, I usually go home in the evening and do some yoga, and that keeps me really happy.
Yes, Elena?
Yes, Chua. How do you make yourself feel happy when you stay in the liquid? Yeah! How do you make yourself happy when you feel sad?
When I'm sad for my own well-being, what I do to stay happy is, first of all, I hike. Second, I do a bit of yoga and meditation. Third, I sing out of nowhere. And fourth, I dance. Can you join me in dance? Oh, can you join me in that? Oh, can you join me in that? Oh, can you join me in that?
Hi, boys and girls, Mrs. Anderson here. I really enjoy sitting on my condi with my cat Annie and enjoying the garden. Nice and quiet, along also with my bull terrier, Kimmy. She is a lovely dog. It's really nice and quiet here, and I enjoy it with a nice cup of tea and in this beautiful garden. Do something special for yourselves. Think a little bit about you and enjoy your time.
Due to work circumstances, me and my husband do not stay in the same town. To take care of ourselves, me and our 2 children pray together and speak to their dad, Legary, on the phone.
So, your mental health is very, very important. So, how do you look after your brain and its health? You eat a lot of healthy food. You have a lot of healthy sleep. Like that. And last but not least, what you need is a lot of love.
Mental well-being is really, really important. So I like to find some time for myself, go for a run. I like to put some really good music on, and then I can just zone out and have some time just for me.
Do you ever get scared?
I get scared sometimes. Sometimes I'm scared that people won't want to be my friends. Sometimes I'm scared of getting things wrong. Sometimes I'm scared that people might laugh at me. These are feelings that I feel inside of me.
What do you do when you're scared?
Well, when I am scared, I know that I can always talk to a grown-up, like mom or dad or somebody at home, or I can find my teacher and talk to my teacher about how I'm feeling inside.
It's just to hang out with my kids, have our own special time. That's it.
Sad, I pray or I listen to my favorite music and I sing along to it, and that makes me feel a whole lot better.
So, what is it that I do for my well-being? Well, I don't know if any of you have ever heard of therapy dogs. Therapy dogs are dogs that are really gentle and really kind and really friendly. And if people are feeling a bit low or a bit lonely, their therapy dogs go and visit them, and they have some cuddles and they talk to the dog, and it makes them feel better. Well, I don't have a therapy dog. I have Buddy. He's more of an in-therapy dog. So we do spend quite a lot of time discussing his problems and dealing with his issues. But he also helps me with my own well-being, because every evening we go for a nice long walk. And whilst we're on the walk, I have the chance to just think about my day, and I think about all the things that went really well, that I'm really happy about, that I'm really proud of. But I also think about some of the things that maybe didn't go quite as well as I hope they might. And when I think about those things, I think about what I'm going to do tomorrow that's going to make those better. What can I do to improve things? And when I think like that, I don't have to worry about what anyone else is going to do or not do, because I know that I can do something to make it better, and that makes me feel much more relaxed about everything. And also just being out in the beautiful open air and the spaces in nature with my dog, it just makes me feel much happier about everything and beautifully relaxed. So I'm going to leave you, and you can think about maybe what makes you good and what you do for your own well-being. But you're going to say goodbye to everybody? No. Okay, we'll go back to discussing his problems. See you soon. Bye.
At the St Andrews Family Centre, we are aware of the difficult time that all of our families have been through recently. It is difficult to get into a new routine, especially after such a long time of not having had one, and with all the uncertainty and changes of recent times. Here are some ideas to help you. We suggest you make sure that everything is organised for your child's new routine. We make sure that your child has got plenty of sleep, bring their bedtime right back so they can be energised and fresh every morning. A regular routine will minimise any feeling of being rushed and help them know what's coming next. Healthy meals will also energise them and sustain them throughout the day. Try to give your child a little bit of one-to-one time, no matter how busy you are, just so that they can share any worries or concerns and the successes that you will celebrate with them. With your patience and encouragement and a really good connection with your child's teacher, we really feel that your child's success as they come back into school will be the best it can be.